If a kingdom is divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house is divided against itself, that house will not be able to stand. I think we are all aware of the divisions that have existed and does still exist in our country right now. We cannot agree what is real and what is not. We stand on such different platforms that we seem to have no common ground for conversation. This admonition of Jesus applies to all levels of our communities, national, Christianity, families, and our parish. I've been saying that I believe we are being called into a new future. I hope eventually we will all be on the same page. But the early stages of following a call can be messy. What is important is that we all listen to each other's insights with love. This holding each other in love also applies to our coming together, to worship, pray, study, and minister as COVID guidelines are changing. During this year, despite COVID and the lack of vaccines, the food pantry under Lorraine Nyko and all her volunteers has continued to distribute food to those who needed it. Cindy and Family Promise have continued to reach out to homeless families. And although we could not open the parish hall for sleeping, they were housed. And we continued providing them with home-cooked meals. Worship continued using outdoor services, live stream, and services on Zoom. Both the vestry and the Wednesday night discussion group opened themselves up to a new realization of the existence of racism in our country, our everyday experiences and communities. This is an effort we hope to continue and expand, first among all of us, and then to our neighbors. The resource we intend to use is one developed by the National Church called Sacred Ground. We have been busy. We have all learned about the resource the internet can be, and we will continue to use it as we go forward. Now that we can begin to safely share space together, we have many questions to decide. How do we in love safely worship together in a mixed community that is inoculated and not inoculated? What about coffee hour? Perhaps we could offer coffee hour outside rather than inside for a time. The choir wants to know about singing. Everyone has questions about Sunday service times. I want to reemphasize our reading. We want to act as one. We need to continue listening to each other and to act out of our love for each other. And we need to live in the Holy Spirit as we build our future. One of the programs that the Wednesday group has been working with suggests we move into the future thinking of our community as a startup. I think to do that, we have to look at what we know right now are the practices and ways of relating to each other and doing our ministries that we consider valuable. And also look towards new methods that are beckoning us to the future. This is an exciting time. When I first came here, I asked you each to examine what you feel is your call. What are your skills and what are you anxious to create? It is time to do this again. For now, put your mind and your heart to dreaming. Together, we will discover what God hopes to create through us.